So hello, everybody. Is this working? So I'm Mary Jetter from the Center for Educational Innovation, and I'm here to tell you Canvas is really not that bad. At the Center, I teach a course for the International Teaching Assistants, and when I discovered I'd be teaching this fall, I decided to take the plunge and try Canvas, and it's really not that bad. So what I'm going to focus on is just showing you a little bit about the assignment, how you create assignments. And this isn't really so that you learn how to do it right now, but so that you realize it's really not that bad. And in fact, it's actually quite similar in some ways to Moodle. So starting from the student side, and this is from my actual course, one thing that's nice about Canvas is there's an automatic test student, so you can try stuff out for yourself before you send it to your students. So does this look sort of familiar to what a student would do in Moodle? Yep, see, it's not that bad. So this is what the students would look like. So in my course, we were talking about relevance and why you need to include relevance in your teaching. So this was my response as the test student. Relevance is making the course relevant to students. It's important because if it's relevant, students will pay attention. I can establish relevance by telling them English is important. So that's kind of my dummy answer there. But you can see it's basically the same. One thing that's different that I liked, if you see this little guy here, does anyone know what this little star figure is for? Tracy does. Checking accessibility. So this is a nice feature of Canvas that Moodle doesn't have. So and I don't have my students do this, but I do this on the instructor side. You can click on this little guy here, and then it tells you if there are any accessibility issues with the assignment. So that's one new feature that I really like about Canvas. On your side, when you're creating things, so again, it looks pretty much the same as it does on Moodle. And again, here's our little accessibility guy. You can set up the points, how you display it, and all of that. So it really, again, is not that different. Then also on the instructor side, here's one thing I will tell you have to pay attention to, just like with Moodle, the settings, with Canvas, if something's published or not. I've learned after about the first 3 weeks to always go back and check from the student view after my students would say, Mary, we can't see the assignment. Oops, forgot to click publish. But then, so this is what the assignment looks like. And then you can see over here, you can download them. And then my other favorite thing I like about this is Speed Grader, which again is not actually that different from Moodle, but it is in a few ways. So you can set up rubrics within Moodle, or within Canvas. So for example, this is just what it would look like when you first starting to create a rubric. If you have one you want to reuse, you can just come over here and click on that. But then you can set up however many points that you want the assignment to have. And so this is what it would look like when I go to grade it, and I'll show you the rubric I created for this. So on this side of my screen, I have my test student answer, and then over here is my rubric. So all I have to do is click on whichever one of these that I want, and that automatically fills in the number of points for the student. The cool thing, though, is down here, you can add comments. You're not limited to just text comments. You can add an attachment, you can record a video, you can do your voice. A lot of what I do is teaching English and working on English pronunciation and that. So I love the video option, because if there is an assignment where they're supposed to be practicing some aspect of their English, I can click on that, do a quick video, and they get to practicing parameter. So that's what it looks like when you're using the rubric. You can also check and see if students did it. So this was the other day. Assignment was due at 10. This was at about 11 o'clock. This guy hadn't done their assignment. But you can see the students with the orange dots. I know exactly who did the assignment on time, although Canvas will also tell me that. And then finally, one other fun little feature is the ability to mute an assignment or to mute the grade. So you've given a test. It's Friday afternoon. You're grading them. Do you want to release them at one by one or all at once? All at once right before you leave for the weekend, right? So you can click over here and the little arrow here, you can mute the assignment, and then when you unmute it, the students can see their grades, but this is a great way to release all the grades at once, or if you want to grade them earlier in the week and you want to wait until 5 o'clock on Friday to release them so that you don't get all those emails. So, and I am done.